KVGC News Time, 7 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock. Time now for a look at the news for a Monday, the 26th day of June for 2017. Emergency crews were called out early this morning to the report of a vehicle over a steep embankment. According to the CHP, Amador Sheriff's Dispatch was alerted to the incident around midnight. The calling party reported hearing the accident in the Highway 88 Clinton-Irishtown Road area, but did not see it. Deputies and CHP arrived and discovered a vehicle about 10 to 15 feet down the embankment. At least one person was flown out to Sutter Roseville Hospital with undisclosed injuries. No further details have been released on the incident. Crews remained on the scene throughout the early part of the morning.
Well, Saturday afternoon, fire crews rolled to a vegetation fire on New York Ranch and China Graveyard Road. Jackson Fire, along with resources from CAL FIRE and Amador Fire Protection, arrived on scene to find the fire, about 1 acre in size, burning at a moderate rate of spread, with one home threatened. While crews were able to protect that home, due to the dry grass and daytime heat, the fire spread to an unoccupied barn that ultimately was a total loss. Reported just before 3 in the afternoon, forward progress stopped a short time after crews arrived, and full containment was reached at about 3:40 in the afternoon at a little over 4 acres. Air and ground crews battled the blaze. That's ground crews, I tried to say. CHP also closed New York Ranch and China Graveyard for traffic control. The cause under investigation.
Fireworks sales in Amador County will begin on Wednesday at noon. In Jackson, legal fireworks may be discharged July 3rd through July 4th between the hours of 6 a.m. and midnight each day. Ione Fire Chief Ken Mackey reminds Ione residents, though, fireworks are only allowed for use in the Ione area on the 4th. Now, the use and the possession of fireworks, safe and sane fireworks included, in all areas of the county are forbidden except in the city limits of Jackson, Sutter Creek, Plymouth, and Ione. This means that if you purchase the fireworks, they must be used within the city limits where you purchase those fireworks. There is also a zero-tolerance policy for the use or possession of illegal fireworks by CAL FIRE, local fire districts, and local law enforcement agencies. Now, if you do get caught, not only will those fireworks be confiscated, you may be cited facing misdemeanor charges that include up to 6 months in jail or a $500 fine, or both. It's just not worth it, folks.
Well, the Bureau of Land Management has initiated fire restrictions for public lands managed by the Motherlode Field Office. All campfires and barbecues are now limited to fire rings in designated campgrounds. Portable stoves with gas, jellied petroleum, or pressurized liquid fuel are only authorized with a valid California campfire permit. Visitors should be extremely careful with their use and should carry shovels and water to help put out fire. Other fire restrictions include the operation of motorized vehicles off established roads or trails, no smoking except within enclosed vehicle or building or at a designated developed rec site or other designated areas, and no shooting using incendiary tracer steel core or armor-piercing ammunition, and no fireworks. That includes safe and sane fireworks. All of these fire restrictions remain in effect until further notice. And the Motherlode BLM Field Office manages approximately 230,000 acres of public land from Yuba County to Mariposa, including Amador, Calaveras, and Tuolumne.
Well, crews have completed Phase 1 of burnt hazard tree removal in the Butte Fire area from both public right-of-ways and private property. The total number of trees on the ground is 8,451, which represents 100% of the trees identified. Hauling crews have removed 76% of debris and logs left by the cutting crews. That material will continue to be transported to Wallace to be chipped and then hauled to the Chinese Camp biomass plant. Now, crews have shifted the operation of their hours of operation now between 6:30 a.m. and 3 p.m., but trucks transporting the debris will still be on the road until about 6 p.m. So continue to expect delays during daylight hours. But again, all the cutting has been completed. Now it's just the hauling. If you have any questions or concerns, call the Hazard Tree Hotline at 754-6767.
Well, are there dead trees on your property, either threatening the road or your home? Several programs are in place to help remove these hazard trees for qualifying Amador County landowners. The county has received a state grant to remove hazard trees, hired a forester and a tree mortality coordinator to identify hazard trees threatening county infrastructure, primarily county roads, and to manage the contracts for tree removal. Now, before the county can do the work on your property, the landowner must return a right of entry form to the county, granting permission for the work to be done. There's no cost to the landowner for the work. See the county's webpage for more information. And several grants are also available to assist seniors and low-income county residents who need to have dead trees removed before they fall. The Amador Tree Mitigation Assistance Fund, established by Supervisor Morgan, is available to help fixed-income seniors who do not have the money needed to have the trees removed. This fund will pay up to $1,000 per eligible project. You can download the application on the County Tree Mortality webpage or contact the Amador Community Foundation for more information. Grants will be offered until the money is all spent.
And the Plymouth Foothill Rotary will hold a rededication ceremony of the Plymouth Veterans Park tomorrow, 7:15 to 8:30 in the morning. The renovation of the park was initiated and led by the Plymouth Rotary to honor veterans with a visible and attractive site to be enjoyed by the community, tourists, and all who visit Plymouth. Future plans include split rail fencing, pathways, and monuments. A light breakfast will be served after the dedication ceremony, compliments of the Foothill Rotary. For more information, visit pfrotary.org. And that's a look at local news on a Gold Country Monday morning from the KVGC News Center.
I'm JD.
And I'm Jim Geedy reporting.